Hello, this is Magda from Safe&Legal, which is part with the channel for Palm Personal Safety Services. And today I'd like to talk to you about the concept of reasonable force. You probably heard this term before when we talk about self-defense, personal safety, use of force, many times. But what does that really mean? This is quite simple, although people sometimes struggle to grasp it because it's just being explained in a complicated way. Um, the reasonable force got two components to it. So for the force to be reasonable, it would have had to be necessary in the first place to use this force and proportionate to the threat. So necessary basically means, well, was it necessary to use force, or was there anything else that I could do instead of using force, physical force? Could I have called for help? Could I have called police? Could I have escaped? Was it a possibility at all? Or if it wasn't, and the threat was imminent and immediate, and if I held an honestly held belief if I had an honestly held belief and acted instinctively in the circumstances, that would deemed the action necessary. So if I felt threatened for my well-being, my life, or for well-being and life of somebody else's, and I honestly and instinctively believe that this is imminent and immediate threat to life and well-being and immediate danger, then for me to act, if there is no other mean, by use of physical force, it becomes necessary, right? Because this is my right, this is my legal right, moral, ethical right to defend myself or another person or property in some cases as well. So that's necessary, right? So we've established that the action was necessary and I had to use force. The other element that constitutes the definition of reasonable force is proportionate. So was the force proportionate to the threat? And again, this isn't very complicated. What it means is by using this level of force, did we prevent a greater harm from happening? So, in other words, what would happen? What would be the level of harm that I suffered or someone else suffered if I didn't do what I did? And this is deemed then proportionate. By using this amount of force, I prevented this and this from happening, which was a greater harm and a greater risk to life and well-being. So when we've ticked that it was necessary to use force, and then it was proportionate, the level of force was proportionate to the threat we were facing, um, that would mean, in the terms of law, that the force we used was reasonable in the circumstances. I hope that makes sense. But as always, if you have any questions, any comments, please do ask. Or if you'd like to read about it in a bit more depth, where we also explore the Ashworth's aspects of necessity, then please do go to my Facebook page, Safe and Legal, and have a read. And I invite any questions and any comments. And as always, I'm kindly asking you to press that like button, press that share button, and subscribe to my little channel if you wish, because this is free for you, costs you nothing, but it helps me hugely in what I do. Thank you very much for listening and for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.